Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at the final match day 6 of the Conference League. First off, let's look at Athens versus UC. Athens are currently comfortably at 4th, sitting at 10 points. They're not doing too bad. If they lose, they'll still qualify. Obviously, there's no way they don't qualify. And UC are currently 23rd. They are just barely hanging on to qualify to the Conference League. They're on 7 points. I think this might be a draw. Considering Athens are sitting comfortably, I think they will want a result just to guarantee them top 8. However, I don't think they'll take it as seriously as UC's. Therefore, I'm going to say it's a draw, 1-1 draw. Larnaca versus Skendia. Larnaca are currently at 10th, sitting at 9 points, only conceding 1 goal, haven't lost yet, while Skendia are sitting at 21st on 7 points, and I think Skendia lose this game. Larnaca are going to win 3-0 against Skendia. AZ Alkmaar versus Jagiellonia Białystok. AZ Alkmaar are currently 13th. They're not doing as well as people would think. They're obviously at 9 points, and so is Jagiellonia Białystok is on 8 points. But I have to edge this towards Jagiellonia Białystok. They've played a lot better. I think Jagiellonia win against Alkmaar 4-1. Crystal Palace versus Cups. This should have been an easy game. Crystal Palace on 9th, on 9 points. It's at 9th place. Cups are 25. That's 6 points. They will need to win this game against Crystal Palace, but it's very unlikely, very, very unlikely. And I think Crystal Palace get this win 3-0 for Crystal Palace. Dynamo Kiev versus FC Noah. Dynamo Kiev are sitting at 28th on only 3 points. Therefore, they cannot qualify to the Conference League at all. It's physically impossible. And FC Noah are 17th with 8 points. I think Dynamo Kiev are going to draw against FC Noah, and I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Lausana versus Fiorentina. Fiorentina are sitting at 11th with 9 points, while Lausana is sitting at 16th with only 8 points. I think Fiorentina get this win purely because they always do well in the Conference League. They're not doing as well in the Serie A. However, in the Conference League, they always do good. And I think they will get top 8 at the end. So I'm going to say Fiorentina win this 4-1. Legia Warszawa versus Lincoln Red Imps. This might be the toughest game for Legia Warszawa because Legia have been struggling. They haven't won in, 13 matches. They're sitting in the Polish Ekstraklasa, just almost last place, 19th, which is really, really shocking. Obviously, it's physically impossible for them to qualify. The 30th on 3 points, only won 1 game, which is just awful. Obviously, they've sacked their manager. I think this is going to be a 0-0 draw. Legia Warszawa versus Lincoln Red Imps, a 0-0 draw. Mainz versus Samsunspor. This might be one of the better games to watch. Samsunspor on 5th on 10 points. And Mainz are 8th with also 10 points. Probably one of the best games. However, Mainz obviously got the red card last game against Lech Poznan. They barely got the draw. They were scraping on. Mainz, they still haven't won in a while. They're not struggling as much. Obviously, they drew to Bayern Munich, but as they say, they were playing Harambol. It's just impossible to score against Mainz when they just play 5 at the back, drop the 2 midfielders back and play defense. So it's just really annoying when the team plays like this. And I think Mainz do get this win barely. 2-1 for Mainz. Celje versus Shelbourne. I think Celje are going to get this win. They're on 9 points. It's at 12th place. While Shelbourne are 34th, only getting 1 point. I think this is an easy game for Celje, and I think it's going to be a 4-0 win for Celje. Omonia Nicosia versus Raków Częstochowa. I think Raków Częstochowa are going to get this win, considering they haven't lost a single game in the Conference League. They only conceded 2 goals, which is almost the lowest after Larnaca. So I'm going to say Rakovčanská will get this win 2-0 against Omonia Nicosia. Rayo Vallecano versus Drita. Once again, I don't have much to say about this. I think Rayo Vallecano are going to get this win. It's going to be a 4-1 win for Rayo Vallecano. Shakhtar Donetsk versus Rijeka. I think Shakhtar are going to get this win. They're sit at the second place of 12 points, only one loss, and I think they're going to win 3-2 for Shakhtar. Shamrock Rovers versus Hamrun Spartans. I think Shamrock versus Hamrun Spartans. I think Hamrun Spartans are going to get this win 1-0 because Shamrock on only 1 point. They're struggling a lot. So Hamrun Spartans are going to get this win 1-0. Lech Poznan versus Sigma. I think Lech Poznan are going to get this win 2-0. Slovian Bratislava versus Haken. Obviously, Slovian Bratislava had a tough start. They won against Rayo Vallecano, but then lost to Skendia, so the 3 points impossible for them to qualify, while Haken are not much better, also sent 3 points, also physically impossible for them to qualify. I'm going to say this is going to be a draw 0-0. Sparta Prague versus Aberdeen. I think Sparta Prague are going to get this win. They're obviously 6th place at 10 points. I think this is going to be a 2-0 win for Sparta Prague. Strasbourg versus Breidablik. Obviously, Strasbourg got top of the league, top of the table. They've got the most points, 13. Only 1 draw, 4 wins. They should get this win easily, comfortably, but it's Breidablik who are 27th. Obviously, they're on 5 points. They will need to win this game, but I think it's highly unlikely Strasbourg lose this game, and I think Strasbourg are going to get this win 4-0. Finally, we have Rapid Wien versus Mostar. I think Mostar are going to get this win. The 6 points in 26. Obviously, they're in a very tough spot. However, Rapid Wien are still last. They haven't won a single game, only scoring 2 goals, conceding 13. Just not a good season for Rapid Wien in the Conference League. They still won't get a single point, and it's going to see Mostar winning this game 1-0. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next.